of last year's ACC championship, a game that ended on a walk-off 57-yard field goal, and we hope we have that kind of excitement in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Mustangs will put total leather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Brown. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. And some room to work. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. He wants it all.
Oh,
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This offense starts deep in a hole. They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Across the 25, he's got room. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, and this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field, SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
They'll give it to Johnson. Miles through the defense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Renson. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air, it's Jennings. Caught over the middle, it's Harden. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Maryland. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
The Mustangs are in the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Maryland. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Mustangs trying to cash it in on first and goal. Using his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for room. It's Davidson. Powers through the defender. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab down the left side. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got the first down and still on his feet. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position. Being in every...
Oh, my God, bro.
I can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Rides the back and leaves it. Fights off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The give to the right.
Bruh.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Find some fresh air. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Snap it to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's now second and goal.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll run the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's third and goal. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
On target to the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to... When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gives it on the option. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they'll send out the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Dances away. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. Makes the grab on the left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He'll take another shot here. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
In the waning seconds of the first half, just enough time to try a field goal to take the lead. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
One more snap coming before halftime. He leaves it with his back. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Spits it out to the back. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. There we go. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Runs through a tackle. Ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier.
Oh my God, bro.
They did it right there.
It's Bailey out.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Trying the left side. Picks up the first down, still moving. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Clemson! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to
Breaks into the open.
That was a good play. I can't even lie.
Touchdown, Mustangs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Hey Siri, what's the score of the Broncos game?
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Quick completion on the out route. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
The
And
jump
how
ball.
about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it on the outside, it's Williams.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Clemson will send the punt team out. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And now the hit knocks it loose. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gonna run it. It's Harden. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and shutting down the run.
Oh, he's got some space.
It's like RPO plays keep catching you.
Touchdown, SMU. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gets the back moving. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Come on.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davidson. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. On the direct snap, it's Williams. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The handoff to Johnson. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Fucking RPO again.
Johnson. Touchdown, Mustangs. And
Fucking
they take
RPO.
it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it. They'll send out the offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance. He's got it on the right. Off and running at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. The give as they work on that clock. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it away off his back foot. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over. They almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Turning it on. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go with a direct snap. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points and... He's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Harden. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. There he goes. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, SMU. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Finds his man. It's Randall. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to
he ended up
him
hitting me up.
letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Grab near the marker.
Think I'll be in a dogfight like this.
Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Hey, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion.
Breaks into the open. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield. It's Klubnik. Plucks it out of the air. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Clemson.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. looking to throw. And he is
Fat on it.
wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Lowers those pads. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today,
Yeah, I
these
know.
are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
Play down to his
Thanks so much
down.
for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another
Sorry,
presentation
it's-
of EA Sports College.